scored 16 points in the men's 5K. How's that make you feel about your team chances?
What's that question again?
You scored 16 points in the men's 5K.
How do you feel about the team?
So
Chances now.
we feel like they're good actually. So we just came here today, represent our school as the way we can. Like we talked to my coach was like, you guys just spoke us about the race and just make the score high boys so that we can,
What was your game plan going into the 5K against Lowry?
My game plan was like my coach was like just relax, sit in that all the way through, and I always have like train my kick, and I was like, okay, I got to sit in that with all the way through, and I really did good actually. After that guy chopped down, that guy he was second at the top, and I was okay, I got to go second round with Lowry. So and I felt really good because I just stayed behind him all the time. And then I was like, 300 meters to go. Okay, I gotta go.
Were you surprised how big of a lead you were able to pull on Lowry in that last 600?
Yeah, I knew it actually. I was see the way he was running. I was like, okay, so this guy, he ran. He's a tough guy to beat, but he ran a mile earlier today. And I was like, so I gotta stay relaxed behind him, and then 600 meters to go, take the lead.
As you stayed behind him, were you pretty confident?
Yeah, I was so confident, so it didn't take me like crazy, and it was just nice and relaxed. And I was looking back, like just to see my teammate where he is, and I was like, okay, my teammate is in good position, so I gotta go.
Were you kind of surprised that Lowry took it out like that and kind of just led from early on in the race and set a pretty decent pace?
Yeah, we didn't have like it depends with it. I was like, okay, so let everybody check the lead, and then the last 300 meters or 200 meters to go, just go.
Congrats, man, on your first. You're now you haven't yet to lose in a national championship as a collegiate.
Oh, thank you.
Parker, talking about your race, can you walk us through a little bit what you were thinking? You kind of started in the back and you kind of worked your way up.
I just hadn't felt like I got to relax too much in races this season because we were always up front, kind of focusing on pacing and stuff like that, and I was still kicking really well, but. It's just hard. It's hard to kick up there when you've been up there for that long. And so today I wanted to really working on my kick, and coming up here, being here for about 48 hours. I talked earlier to these guys and said, altitude can be an advantage for anybody. And I think it's just if you're the smartest runner out there, and that's what I wanted to do. I started in the back, and everyone knows I don't like to do that. And it's hard back there because you're so far back, but I just stayed relaxed back there as much as I could, and I felt okay, but. I knew we were going really fast for a lot of those guys. That time comes down a lot, so I was confident people would come back, and I started to get excited, and I've been really confident in my kick this year. I felt like my last 200 was about as good as anybody that I've raced this year besides Edward and maybe Jake Hers. So I just said, with 400 to 600 to go, I got to be more in the right spot, and I hadn't been tough enough in the last few races. And I got in the right spot, and then we'll see if I can do that kind of stuff again. That was about 6 years of getting my ass kicked in the last 200 meters, and I'm still like shaking right now because I felt good and I let it all go, and I'm just tired of everyone discounting me because I can't kick. So I don't know if I'll be able to kick again for a while, but I was pretty mad with 200 to go. I don't know why. I just thought of it and just let it all go. And then look back.
So Lonnie, this is a big event for you guys as far as a team goes to score some points. How important was it for the both of you guys to perform well and score for you guys?
It's very important, and Dakota just started us off so great today. He's going to move up probably from there, and then the only thing we really watched today was Max Mile. And I was just not inspired that he won. It just made me feel really good about myself watching how he ran. He just got all slow, relaxed, and sure enough, everything just went great. And I already knew that's how I wanted to run, but watching Mac do that probably 2 hours before, we had to run really steadily down. And this event was huge. I think we definitely defined the Forbes charts, both of us. And everyone else is doing that so far on our team. So great day one, and hopefully just sky's the limit after today. So just keep it going.
Were you conscious of what everyone was doing, or were you just focused on your race?
I was just conscious that they weren't really that far ahead of us, to be honest. I was pretty surprised by that. I looked up probably once, about 1,000 to go, and he looked so good. And Lowry's turnover was just it just didn't look as quick, and Edward just looked so good, and I kind of just thought, man, I think he's going to win this. And that was the only thought I really had. And then I went back to doing whatever I was doing. But
for those who haven't seen Edward race in the indoor season, I think his kick might have surprised us. But what about you? Were you surprised at how well he was able to kick it? I mean, it was more of an explosion than a kick, really.
Yeah, Edward came in as a freshman, and I thought he was going to be maybe our third runner on the team for cross country. So pretty much ever since, maybe not the first workout, but the first race, I kind of just stopped really putting any expectations on Edward. I think he's definitely the most talented person I've ever been around. And it's just fun because he, instead of putting me down, he makes me start to not put as many limits on myself as well. And he's he can really don't put any limits on him. The things I've seen him do in practice are unbelievable.
Thanks for